woman at the center of the Bob Lee murder case returned to the stand today. That's Hazar Momeni in the center. On the right is tech consultant and Hazar's brother, Nima Momeni, who's accused of stabbing and killing Lee in San Francisco in 2023.
ABC 7 News reporter Melanie Woodrow has been following this story very closely and joins us live from the courthouse. Melanie?
Dan and Kristen, testimony today focused on the days leading up to Bob Lee's murder. Hazar Momeni testified that Bob introduced her to a man named Jeremy Boivin, who she referred to as a drug dealer. He explained that Boivin came over to her apartment at the Millennium Tower and brought a tank of nitrous oxide, as well as a liter bottle of GHB, also known as the date rape drug. She says after hanging out at her apartment, she ultimately took a drive with Boivin and eventually wound up back at his apartment. There, she says, in addition to nitrous oxide and cocaine, Boivin also gave her LSD and GHB for the first time. She testified that Bob and his close friend Bo, who had been at Boivin's apartment at this point, had left because she said that Bo was making her feel uncomfortable. Hazar was joined by another friend of hers who she said also took GHB. She testified that both women ultimately passed out, and she says that they woke up face down and that she was crying, and she could remember waking up twice to Boivin pulling down her pants and slapping and grabbing her behind. She testified she called her brother, Nima Momeni, Bob Lee's alleged killer, to pick her up. Nima took her back to her apartment in Millennium Tower, and she says once they were there, that Bob Lee came back over. She described him as being very friendly with Nima, even putting his arm around them, that they were socializing and drinking together and having a good time. She says that Jeremy Boivin also came back to the Millennium Tower. This is the individual who had allegedly sexually assaulted her, and she says that he came back over to get drugs that he had left there earlier. And that's when she says that her brother Nima confronted Boivin and said that he should have had 6 cops waiting there for him, given the sexual assault that Hazar had described to Nima when he picked her up. She said that Boivin wanted to fight Nima, but that she was able to de-escalate the situation. I reached out to Jeremy Boivin's criminal justice attorney today about Hazar Momeni's testimony, and she had a very different description of these events. In an emailed statement, she said, quote, Hazar Momeni's narrative is false and riddled with blatant lies. She should be cross-examined on the duration and frequency of her voluntary sexual relationship with Mr. Boivin. Hazar Momeni is undoubtedly a drug addict, but these struggles with addiction predated her voluntary and consensual encounters with Mr. Boivin. Her testimony proves she is not a credible witness. Mr. Boivin looks forward to clearing his name at the right time and place. Hazar did testify today that she continued to have a relationship with Jeremy Boivin after Bob Lee's death. She described him again as being a drug dealer. That said, she also testified that he had physically assaulted her on several occasions and that her mother had called the police on Boivin, but that when police came and she spoke to them, she said she was scared and didn't want to report anything because she described Boivin as having threatened to blackmail her with pictures and video that he had taken of her by threatening to release those. She was also asked today on the stand about text messages that she exchanged with her husband. She did invoke her marital privilege status and did not answer those questions. She'll be back on the stand tomorrow morning for cross-examination. And as for Jeremy Boivin, he is on the witness list, and we do expect potentially to hear testimony from him at some point as well. Reporting live in San Francisco outside of the Hall of Justice, Melanie Woodrow, ABC 7 News.
All right, so a lot more to come. Melanie, thank you so much.